Hey everybody, Eugene Fedorovsky from eugenefedorovsky.com. I hope you guys are having an amazing day and a fantastic week. Today, I want to talk about the 10 habits of the super successful people. Stay tuned. Now, a lot of times I hear a person say, well, I wish this was different in my life, or I wish I didn't have to go to this job, or I wish this or that. Whatever things are happening right now in our life, those are results. And they're a result of something. So what could that be a result of? It is a result of a habit. We have habits that allow us to take actions that produce results. So if you want different results, you can't just change the results, you have to change your habits. Like just for example, let's say you have the ingredient list to bake a cake. And you start baking it, and then when you're throwing all the ingredients together, you decide, nah, today instead of using sugar, I want to put in salt. And then the cake doesn't come out. And your results are not what you expected. And then you take the ruined cake and you try to pick out the salt from it to add the sugar. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to go back and change the beginning. So the same thing here. The habits at the beginning, they lead you to your results. So, with that said, now that we know what habits are and how we get them, how do we become successful through our habits? And these are not in any particular order. Habit number one, they set goals. So successful people set goals. Think of a goal as an end of a road, as the destination. So if you want to get somewhere, you need to know where you're going first. And that's your goal. And once you know where you're going, then you can figure out a way to get there. So without a goal, you're just going to be aiming wondrously trying to get stuff going. As soon as you set a goal in place, that helps you focus on where you're going. Another example is, let's say, if you go on a horse ride carriage, they have them here in Central Park, and whether they're humane or not, I'm not talking about that, but they have blinders on because they have a goal in mind of where they're going. They see where they're going. So put on your blinders and focus on your business or whatever it is you want your goals to be. Second one, the second habit that successful people do is they take responsibility for their actions and for their results. They don't blame other people. They don't blame the economy. They don't blame the president. They don't blame the weather. They don't blame anything but themselves. They take responsibility for themselves, for their actions. And whatever they get from those actions, they get to take the responsibility for that as well. Because they are in control of their lives. Whenever we think that, oh, this stuff is happening to me, I'm having a terrible week, I'm having a terrible month, I'm having a terrible year, I'm having a terrible 5 years, and then we start saying, because of this, and that. Those things are extraneous. You can always take the reins of your control back. Don't give up your control to somebody else. You are the responsible for your success and your failure. Number 3, they have self-discipline. Now, self-discipline is not taught to very many people, and it is difficult. Even for me, it's a challenge sometimes to be self-disciplined. It's much easier for me when my wife tells me to do something because she keeps me in check. She keeps me disciplined. That's why a lot of people have trouble going from success in a job to success in network marketing business or any business for that matter. When you're at your job, your boss sets the discipline. When you're an entrepreneur and you're on your own and you have to set your own hours, you're sitting there sharpening pencils all day because there is no one breathing down your neck and telling you to do things. So have self-discipline. It's very important. Number 4 is they are obsessed with self-development. Successful people develop themselves. They invest in themselves. If you don't invest in yourself and you don't buy courses or trainings or go to events, then what are you investing in? You have to invest in yourself. You are your best asset. So make sure you invest in yourself because that will give you the biggest return on investment. Number 5 is they read, and they read a lot. I'm sure that you've heard of a phrase, leaders are readers. That's because they go through books. They go through audiobooks, physical books, like I mentioned, courses. They read a lot because that grows your mind. Instead of sitting in front of the TV and watching news, grab a book. Now, it doesn't have to be anything on business or network marketing even, but grab a book, set a goal to read a chapter a day. That might be an interesting goal. Number 6, they manage their time well. If you've noticed, successful people do not have more than 24 hours in a day. No one on planet Earth has more than 24 hours in a day. It's how you manage it. And successful people manage their time well. They know what it takes to get stuff done. So, one quick tip about managing your time. So let's say you have a job and you have an hour a day to work in your business. It doesn't have to be a consecutive hour. Think of a time throughout your day where you have 10 or 15-minute breaks or pockets of time where you can squeeze your business in and make a phone call to a potential prospect, or shoot a video for your marketing materials, or write up a blog post. And find as many 15-minute chunks of time as you can throughout the day, piece them together, and you're going to see that you might have a lot of time on your hand. Or I should say a lot more time than you imagine. Number 7 is they take risks. Now, we are, for the most part, a risk-averse society. We don't like to take risks. We don't like challenges. We don't like to get outside of our comfort zone. And I say we because I'm included. I'm not a very big risk taker because that puts me outside of my comfort zone. But outside of the comfort zone is when you grow. And I've actually heard this, I don't even know from where, but the bigger the risk, the bigger the potential reward. If the risk is small, the reward is probably going to be small too. Now, I'm not saying go out to a casino, gamble your whole life and put it up on the line. I'm not saying that, but they do take risks, meaning they go down unknown paths. They take on businesses that they may not succeed in, and they find people to help them out. So if you're stuck in your network marketing business, that's probably because you're not taking any risks whatsoever. You're not doing any challenges. You're not picking up that phone. You're not shooting a video. You're not doing anything productive in your business because you're not taking the risks. Now, number 8, they keep going when they suffer setbacks. I did a blog post the other day about obstacles. Most people, when they're faced with obstacles, when they're faced with a wall, they fall down, they climb into a fetal position, or they close their eyes like a little baby playing peekaboo and hope that the problem goes away. Successful people keep going when they suffer setbacks. They tackle them head on, and they don't let those obstacles stop them. Because the road to success is not a straight line. It's up, down, up, down, up, down, and every time there's an up, there's going to be some kind of an obstacle or a challenge that's going to take you down. Successful people keep going because they know they're going to go up. Number 9 is they find a way to win, no matter what the conditions or circumstances are. Whether rain or shine, winter or summer, no matter what it is, they know that they have to get the job done. And finally, number 10, they do what they love, knowing that it's the greatest reward. If you hate your job, now I know that there's people out there who love jobs, and please don't get me wrong, I'm not slamming jobs. Jobs are important. They have to be doctors, they have to be lawyers, people of any walks of life. And if you love your job and you're fulfilled through it, kudos to you. But if you hate your job, focus on what it is that you love doing. Focus on what it is that you would love to spend time doing for it. So for example, if you love fishing, I'm sure that there's ways you can figure out how to monetize fishing. You can become the fish expert. You can have a blog on fishing. You can make videos like this one on fishing. Or whatever it is that you spend your time enjoying, you can become an expert in that field. Now, it's not going to take you a day. It's not going to take you a week. It's not even going to take you a month. It might take you half a year. It might take you 12 months. It might take you 5 years. But imagine doing something for 5 years part-time and then doing it full-time for the rest of your life versus being in the same job for 30, 40 years, or switching jobs, because I don't think anyone is in their job for 30, 40 years, switching your job all the time and hating your profession or something along those lines. That's why successful people do what they love. Now, there's a guy out there, Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't agree with everything he says by far. But one of the things he says is, focus on your dreams. And let's say you have a job from 8 to 5. So from 6 to 12 or 6 to 1 or whatever time, work on that dream. And soon enough, that dream will be so big and it'll become up to the point where you can leave your job if you hate it and focus on building your dream. And then it becomes a life that you design. It's a life that you're going to enjoy. It's a life that you're going to roll out of bed saying, I'm feeling great, what can I do today? As opposed to, oh, it's Tuesday, I have to go to work again. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you would like, please like, comment, and share. Much appreciated. There's a lot of people out there who think that successful people possess something that no one else does. Simply not true. They just have strong enough habits. And if you follow the 10 habits that I'm teaching you in this video, I'm sure that you can be very successful. And also, visit my blog at eugenefedorovsky.com. I'm going to drop a link below. I post these videos there almost on a daily basis. And if you ever wanted to learn how to shoot a Facebook Live, what you need to do, what the certain elements are, I have a giveaway on it sharing exactly that, how to excel in Facebook Lives. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.